Good morning. It is 6:42 a.m. on Monday, May 7th, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So I did have to go in to work and do my work thing yesterday evening, and it had me out later than I usually would be on a Sunday night. And it actually all went pretty fine. But I did wake up this morning with a headache and more sinus congestion, which I don't know if that's related really, but I'm going to complain about it as though it is. Oh. But in the grand scheme of things, I think just need to get some caffeine and Advil in me and I'll be fine. So let's see what else to talk about. It was a pretty good weekend, even though it was weird with the work schedule, kind of making everything feel a little bit in flux. But in keeping with a lot of the current trending topics on the internet, I watched the Donald Glover / Childish Gambino music video for "This Is America" yesterday. And I guess what I'm going to say about it first is that I found it fascinating. I don't know that I am necessarily equipped to do the best critical analysis of it, but I've been really interested reading the analysis of other people, because I'm aware of who Donald Glover is, but I actually was not aware of him doing music before. So I can't compare it to anything like that. But the video is really interesting. It's nuanced, and it definitely, since I watched it, it refuses to settle in my thoughts as a defined thing. And I think that's that's something that can be an indication of good art, is that you just kind of keep thinking about it. You keep turning it over in your head, the imagery of it, the ideas of it. So I recommend y'all check it out. And it's clearly also just like very interesting, just from a technical perspective. It's a well-produced video, and also he's a good dancer. And but that's like on the very superficial level compared to some of the ideas that are brought up in it. But I thought that was really interesting, and it's kind of on my mind, even though, like I said, I'm sort of fresh to the scene there, so I'm still, I'm not going to act as though somehow I'm the expert that is going to introduce this great piece of art to all you guys, because I only found out about it because Donald Glover is 3 out of 4 of the Twitter trending topics at one point. Anyway, what else? It's hard to think through this headache. Ugh. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to try to make sure I go to bed early tonight, because one of the things that I have, when I've struggled with bedtime in the past, part of, like some nights it's because I've got planned activities that just take into the evening, and I don't want to give up those activities. But what that should also mean is that if I want to be getting enough sleep on a regular basis, I should take the evenings where I don't have a planned activity that leads me to stay up later, and so therefore not stay up later on those nights, especially when I'm only staying up late to just kind of keep watching TV or something. So that's the plan for tonight. Also, I want to, now that I've read up a little bit more on the Fate Core gaming system, I think this evening I'm going to do a little bit more looking into what adventures look like in that system, because I can kind of envision how it might play out in a purely improvisational sense. But if you were sort of planning an adventure or a campaign or something, like what does that look like on paper? And so I'm going to probably check out a few of those and see. But yeah, so I'm except for this headache that I've got right now, I'm doing pretty okay. So I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.